Felicia Johnson, and she joins us now. Felicia, how's it going this morning?
Hey, everything's good. It looks like we missed most of the storms, and I'm proud and blessed because of that.
Yeah, it has been a rainy morning, really across the state. It has. So, Felicia, you're a 20-year real estate broker. You were able to navigate your business through the recession. You also have taught others to do the same, as well as taught others, this valuable skill of being a real estate agent. You do this again with your business, Northeast Arkansas Real Estate School. So, what are you hoping to accomplish by being a part of this panel tomorrow night?
My number one goal is to help people understand that quality of life, or the quest for quality of life, does not look the same for everyone. And in order for communities to try to help citizens with quality of life, I think they need to understand that, so that certain sections of communities are not left out.
Really? Okay. Now that's interesting to me. So it looks different for other people. Now, I mean, so that is. So are we talking about infrastructure needs are different, or maybe
infrastructure needs?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Infrastructure needs are different. Ethnicity, education, all of those things. But the larger piece for me is, I call myself a double minority. I am black, and I'm also a woman. And in today's time, women are still a minority. So I think it's unfair that we're not listening to women. We're not listening to the other ethnicities within our community to find out what they would need as quality of life.
Okay.
And until you have everyone at the table, I don't think a community can have a quest when it's leaving people out.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. Does this have anything to do the folks at, for example, Team Jonesboro, they were trying to get a tax increase passed, and part of that tax increase, half of it was police and fire. The other half was going to be for what was called, quality of life. These were amenities and things like that. So do you feel like that conversation, the conversation you want to have, has a little bit to do with this? Like, what actually is quality of life? Does it mean bike paths? Is that going to fix problems?
Okay, so I'm going to say yes. This conversation probably started with the Team Jonesboro 1 cent sales tax initiative. I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, and we all have them, that bike trails, water parks, those type of things are amenities, like what you have in a home that makes them nice. But police and fire, for me, are not amenities. And if we call them amenities, they are necessary amenities.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, to try to put those two together, that's not what I want to see. I want to see us be able to take care of that type of infrastructure, talking about police and fire. But that's fine. I'm going to vote for a tax for that, because that is a necessity. We must have that. And then these other things over here that we want to have, we can take care of those too. But I think we have to know where everything lines up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, I've talked to a lot of people with that. If you're going to vote for a tax increase, which, I have told people this in the hindsight, in the wake of the sales tax. I've said, if they'd have just said specifically what the money was going to be used for, specifically guaranteed this project, I might vote for it. And then I'm like, well, I probably still wouldn't have, but I know there's a lot of people that would have if it was just like going to bind the government and make the government spend the money on what they were telling people they wanted to spend it on.
And I'm not sure that I still would have voted for it either, even with those things listed out. Paul, I heard Tim Jonesboro say a lot to citizens taxed enough, like, we have a plan and you don't have a plan. So since you don't have a plan, you can't be talking. Well, I don't have a plan. However, I still have a right to speak, and I have a right to talk and say, hey, you want amenities. You want bike trails. You want a pool. You want whatever it else. And I can't even say whatever it else because I don't know. Well, we have people that need to eat. We have people that are in communities in Jonesboro that we don't talk about and that we are leaving behind. And I cannot imagine that we are going to do all these things for amenities to try to keep people here or to draw people from somewhere else to come here, and we're going to leave behind our own citizens. And I'm not good with that.
Okay, now it's kind of a clearer picture. So you're saying, look, a discussion needs to be had to say, okay, look at some of the lower socioeconomic communities that are out there, and the solution was, to fund projects that were going to give better quality of life. And you're saying, hang on, wait a second. Let me ask you this. I mean, did it kind of seem strange? I mean, everybody pays a sales tax, and so you're now, all of these poorer communities who don't have as much, they're now going to be they're being asked to pay more, for a water park or whatever. I mean, so you're saying maybe that was not well thought out, or what are you saying there exactly?
I, I don't know if I would necessarily say not well thought out.
Okay.
I think some people were not at the table. And that's the problem.
I got you.
When you don't have, if you're going to look for the quest for the quality of life, then you need to talk to all communities, and you need to have representatives at the table so that I can make sure that, okay, so we're going to increase taxes, and maybe part of those taxes are going to fund a city pool that is out wherever it's going to be. Well, if this family that's already struggling now it's going to pay an extra tax and then still not maybe be able to have the funds to go to the pool, how does that help their quality of life? That's just another amenity that is out of reach for them.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because it does. Because I mean, when you have, let's just the pool seems to be the thing that everybody wanted, or the water park or whatever was coming. I mean, who even knows? But yeah, you still got it. So you pay the sales tax every time you buy, but then you're still going to have to pay something, assuming to get into the pool.
Correct. Absolutely.
Interesting.
And so that still would be out of reach for some people. So when we're talking about these amenities, who are we talking about these amenities for? For people who can afford them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, again, you still leave someone behind. And now listen, I am not saying that we need to pay for everybody to be able to do everything. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is as a community, I am not as worried about having other people outside of Jonesboro think that this place is fantastic because we have all these amenities and not do our level best to take care of the citizens that we have here. You have to take care of home before you take care of anywhere else.
Interesting. And that's kind of I'm hearing that on the national front too, not to kind of, bring up a national issue, but there's a lot of people that feel that way when it comes to not securing our border. It's kind of the same concept. It's like, whoa. Some people are promising free health care for illegal immigrants, and there's people like, hang on, wait a second, we don't even, we don't even have free health care, and we're actually Americans. We were born here. And so I think it's kind of a similar, you definitely can compare the two situations,
Absolutely. And I'm going to, let me say, if this may not be PC, but I'm going to do it anyway. For people out there that know the Bible and read the Bible, they can help me more with this. There's a verse in the Bible that my mom always used to quote to me, that someone who doesn't take care of home is worse than an infidel.
Well,
we got to do that.
Yeah. Well, and I will say this, and I know you would agree with this too. The folks, with the Team Jonesboro thing, I mean, they definitely had really good intentions. I mean, I've talked to them.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, go ahead.
I have no problem with that at all. I have no problem with them saying, "Hey, we want to keep good people here, and we want to bring good people to Jonesboro, and we want to offer them a product that they would stay here for or come for."
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Absolutely. But I think more people need to be at the table because
Yeah.
we have people inside our city that are suffering.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's a great point, and I look forward to hearing how this event goes. I know it's going to be streamed online. I know city leaders are invited to go and hear this event. Again, it's tomorrow night, 6:30 to 8, First National Bank Community Room. It's called A Quest for Quality of Life, put on by State Representative Dan Sullivan. And Iverson Jackson will be there from Zoe Bible Church, the pastor, Dr. Philip Fletcher, and Felicia Johnson. You guys are part of this panel, and I really appreciate it, you coming on this morning, Felicia, and I wish you the best luck. And I agree. I think let's just have a conversation. The fact that the fact that we are in the wake of the tax failing, and people are trying to figure out maybe what we do next as a local community. Well, okay, let's have a conversation. Let's continue the dialogue, and hopefully at the end, everybody will be at least a little bit happier than they are now.
There's always a medium. There's always a compromise.
Yeah.
And people that I've talked to want to help fund what police and fire want, and they want to help fund these amenities. I want to help fund the amenities as well. I just need a different plan.
Yeah. Felicia, appreciate it. It's always great to talk to you. Felicia Johnson.
Paul,
Yes.
have a great